Mission log. Well, here we are, still at Sanctuary. We've passed on the information we've retrieved from the Institute computers to Sturgis. He has been going through it as best he can. He said it's probably going to take him a while, so for the moment we're going to go and meet up with
what I'm doing to talk to you. I'm being sarcastic. Leave me alone.
Okay, meet up with this courser and see exactly what is going on. Find out if the information that they're giving is true, that the radar leader is a synth. Come on then, Kate. Okay, we just need to be heading over there.
This is gonna be
So we're not that far away. I mean, well, if this railroad are supposed to be trying to integrate any escaped synths into the Commonwealth, Brotherhood again, into the Commonwealth for great. It happens to be the way we're going to. See, what I don't understand is, right, if you get this guy, what's all this stuff here? If the railroads are trying to reintegrate the synths into the Commonwealth under assumed identities, why would okay then, isn't it counterproductive to actually give them an identity that's a raider, especially a raider leader? Always they would have started out as a raider. But then there's another thing. Obviously, if the raider itself started out as a raider and then became a raider leader, wouldn't that indicate some kind of thought process? Free will? I mean, obviously the other part is that if he was given an identity as a normal person, then became a raider, wouldn't that indicate free will? Indicating that, indicating that maybe synths are somehow sentient? To me that makes sense.
Scanners detected sentient life. Alert level elevated.
Okay, where's the... There it is there. So one's taken care of. It's come back this way, so let's take it the guts as well. Oh! Oh, they leave. They're attacking that place. Well, we'll just leave them to it. Anyway, as I said, wouldn't it indicate synths have some modicum of free will? Interruptions everywhere. I mean, obviously I would think that that would indicate some sort of free will. Which would give them some form of sentience. In my book, anyway. So if they are sentient in some way, then isn't what the Institute doing slavery? Well, anyway, I guess we'll soon find out what happened here. Some raiders. So where's this guy we've got to meet? Is there some here?
Gotcha. Oh, no, you don't.
Hey, watch my dog!
Well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Well, that's them all dealt with now. So you're the courser. Well, here's the deal. We're going in there, we're going to do it my way. Quiet as possible. I want to check things out, make sure everything's above board. If we're here to collect a synth and it is a synth, then fine, albeit all good. I don't mind killing a few raiders at the same time as well though. I'd rather not alert them to our position.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
So, where do you put the batteries in this thing?
I don't know. Right, so what do we know about this synth? Gabriel.
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
I'm all ready. But as I said, try and take out as many of them as possible from a distance.
Right behind you, sir.
Look, Kate, I know it's not an ideal situation, but...
Hold up.
we'll do what we can.
waste of ammo.
I didn't use any ammo. Right, let's see.
Wait, did you hear something?
We're being followed.
Don't make any sudden moves.
Guess it was nothing.
I really want to try and take out as many of them from a distance as possible. Most people. Go on. Now let's move forward. Keep down. Great, now they know we're here. I hope he was isolated. Let's try and take out some more of them from here. So we can see. Before we get closer to the upended ship. Closer there.
Whoa, whoa. You hear that?
Looks like we've been seen. Oh, I got him. I don't really care as long as he doesn't give our position away. Got a few here. One there, we've got another two at that far away boat. Try and clear them out first before we move on to the main ship. Just so we've got nobody behind us. This way. got one of them. Come on, just a wee bit further.
We're not. Gotcha.
I got you. Is that it? Right. Leave that set. Let's make the way towards the central bit. I go the wrong way. I did. Only found one of their dead bodies.
Something's ghosting us.
Don't want to get too close. So I count at least another 3 or 4 in there. Don't really see any way across either. Looks like we're going to be swimming for it.
Show you no sign of him now. What the?
Ah, no.
What?
Huh?
Pack it in, boys.
Go.
Hey, come back! Don't wanna talk.
One, possibly 2 still up there. Let's go.
We doing this or not?
Hey. Nothing.
I find you, you're done for.
Mr. Sheriff, that looks that way. Huh? Here, check.
I'd run too if I were you.
I have no plans on running.
Please don't interfere with this again.
Head up.
Scared, huh? Should be.
Are you Dad?
Oh, come back.
Lost.
Stealth boy.
Are you fucking serious?
Just had to play hero, huh?
Who's the one hiding? Alright, Kate. Let's head on up. Move this bit out first. Right, let's keep on heading up. Has our synth disappeared? Ready, Kate, let's go.
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
Alright, make it quick.
I will. I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
I'm going to destroy the man's identity and free will. Wouldn't killing him be more humane?
Yeah, I don't know about this code thing. That doesn't sound safe to me.
He's not a man, sir. He's a synth. A synth that's confused and dangerous. We can restore it to its proper functions, make it whole again. Sir, I can't force you to use the reset code, but I know it's what Father would want. I hope you'll consider that. That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
That just
Well,
went the
that
wrong
was a
way.
fun little workout. Can we do it again?
Command prompt to lock. No. Okay. Archive from user James Wire. So here we are, our new home. Only casualties was one of Anderson's less useful toes. Otherwise, I'd say cleaning the marrowworks out of these old hulks went pretty well. Now we just have to figure out what to do next. It's been a long time since any of us knew life outside the Minutemen. Minutemen? But General Becker was the only thing holding those folks together. Now that he's dead, it's just a matter of time until the militias start turning on each other. Not worth sticking around for that. But we can make something of this place, I know it. We're going to have to. We're running through food a lot faster than what we'd planned. People are starting to get hungry. We're rationing, but the scouts need to turn up something soon or we're in trouble. I had Anderson and Williams hanged today. Not pleased about executing the best guns we still had, but it needed to be done. End of last month they started finding big caches of food and supplies. We were starving, so I didn't ask where it came from. Then today we get a visit from Bunker Hill guards. Turns out my boys have been hitting caravans feeding us the spoils. I gave the guards my word. Those boys would see justice and I kept my word. But justice doesn't put food in my people's mouths. So they were already turning to raidering. No more. Another caravan stiffed my boys. Mercenary shit has been driven to isn't worth it when they don't pay. I tried to get merchants at Bunker Hill to cut us some slack, to give us something, anything to eat, but they wouldn't deal. They're in on it too, I guarantee. No, this ends now. Today me and the boys make an example. 4 new recruits today said they'd heard about all the caps the raiders in the bay had been pulling in. Raiders? Is that what they're calling us? Oh well. And I'm not wrong. We're making money hand over fist. Bunker Hill, the caravans, they pay us to do nothing, to leave them alone. This is the best shape we've been in since leaving the Minutemen. General Becker would be sick if he saw us now, but he's dead and we're alive. I don't feel like writing anymore. So they were actually Minutemen, and they're driven to this. Don't dog me out the way.
Well done. By your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents of just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
There's a lot of blood on your hands.
That's the way you want it? Then let's finish this!
Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back. This is X688, ready to relay with reclaimed synth B592.
So, it seems this is possible, unless I've misread it. This synth was given an institute, not institute, was given a Minutemen persona, identity, and because of the way all these guys here were treated, I mean, the Minutemen helped all these people numerous times before, and this is how they were repaid. I suppose Bunker Hill would have been a bit pissed off because they did turn to it first. I'm not quite happy about all this though, but let's go.
was a fun little workout. Can we do it again?
Well, I guess I'm going to have to head and see Father now at the Institute. I don't know if my relay will bring you here. If not, I'll catch up with you later.
We are honored to welcome you here.
I guess she wasn't going there. Okay.
Everyone's excited about the new synth
When are you
project.
going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Right. Head upstairs.
Greetings, sir.
Have to head round until we find them then. It's not there. Nope.
It is. But honestly, what am I going to do with the day off?
I don't know. What do you usually do in your spare time?
Read test reports, compare data, work. What do you do?
Pretty much the same thing, I guess. Well,
What the hell is he?
Operating at full capacity.
Let's try this then.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
That's not all that bad. Be a hell of a lot better if you use a lot helped. Ah, here we are.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
But what do you care about what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is done, and you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome.
Well, it wasn't through choice.
While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
I'd be more pleased, to be honest with you, if Kate could come here as well. But we're going now. Indicated that it's on the floor below.
Hi, mister.
Yeah.
Your quarters are just inside, sir.
What, you out here to keep guard?
When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
I've just been there. Pretty sparse. So what's he wanting now then?
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
Well, depends what's been stolen, I suppose.
I don't know.
The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone missing in recent months. They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well, they're only doing what they think is right. And from what I've seen so far, I tend to believe them in some way.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
I'm not sure why you'd bother.
Aside from taking back our property, we must teach them a lesson, as it were, and quickly at that. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Okay, suppose.
A Corsair will be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it. But we want to keep this small.
Okay, right. But there'll be other people. I don't really agree with this. Just gonna see if the Railroad will talk to me. Oh, here you are. Well, let's see what the Institute has asked me to do now. Well, retrieving the synths is all good, but it looks like they're putting innocent civilians in danger as well, just because they're part of this railroad. I'm gonna have to warn them. That's if they're going to talk to me, because, well, let's say the information I got from the Institute I didn't give to them, and they wanted first steps.
In circles.
The job I was talking about, still wide open. You help us out, and I personally guarantee we'll help you out down the line.
There's the Mona.
You know, if
You didn't see
need our
anything
help,
suspicious
you only have to
coming in,
ask.
right?
We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract attention here.
After you leave, I get to do a full security sweep before you can get out of here too.
You know,
I've
if
got
you need our help, you only have to ask.
We were listening.
Oh man, you actually inside the Institute? That's insane. You? Just you. Oh man,
yes.
You actually inside the Institute? That's insane. You? Just you.
Well, it's like trying to come here and warn these people is falling on deaf ears.
We'll file out separately after you leave. Best not to attract attention here.
Let's see firsthand what these guys are up to.
The job I was talking about, still wide open. You help us out, and I personally guarantee we'll help you out down the line.
What's the job
So,
again?
up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's going to be a wild and dangerous ride, but probably nothing new for someone like you.
Okay, I'm willing to help out, just to see what you guys are all about.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
Institute know where you are at Bunker Hill.
Thank you for watching. I hope to see you again soon. YouTube is showing you a couple of videos you might like. Comment down below. Remember to give a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!